The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi everyone, this is Judy with Infusionsoft, just making sure you can hear me. So there's a question box on your GoToWebinar, and if you can just let me know that you can hear me, that'd be awesome. Uh-oh. All right. Hi Barney. Barney can hear me. That's good. Awesome. Jessica can hear me. Great. So it's 10 o'clock and I'm going to begin. So you will be getting a recording of this later this afternoon. My name is Judy Miller. I do some of the basic training webinars with Infusionsoft. There are some people that have had my webinars before, so welcome again. And anyone that's new to Infusionsoft, welcome also. Today we're going to be going over the email builder and how to create a template and how to send off your first broadcast. I'm going to show a few slides first, and then we'll get right into the Infusionsoft application. If you have any questions, please feel free to write them in the little question box, and I will get to them either during the webinar or the last 15 minutes of the webinar. We have a lot to learn, so again, if you have any questions, please feel free to write them down, and if I'm speaking too fast, just tell me to slow down because I get really excited. So with your Infusionsoft application, make sure I turn this off paused. Make sure my screen changes. There you go. With your Infusionsoft application, you do have access to our Help Center. It's located at help.infusionsoft.com. Our Help Center will give you access to our user guide, so if you need to type in, how do I add contacts, there'll be an article or a video on how to do that. It will also give you access to our tech support numbers. There's a webinar tab. That webinar tab will give you access to register for more basic training webinars, or also access to our mastermind webinars that are about 5 rungs higher than these webinars. So if you're going to sell online and you don't know how to set up our e-commerce, you can go to our mastermind webinars, type in e-commerce, and you can find a video that's already created on our e-commerce setup. Also access to our chat, which is 24/7, and you can also have access to our tech support numbers and our chat line when you're inside the Infusionsoft app, and if somebody wants to see that, just remind me and I'll show you that too. So our help center is help.infusionsoft.com. So some people come to this webinar thinking that we're going to do a campaign, and we're actually not going to create a campaign today. We're going to create a campaign tomorrow on our Campaign Builder basic training webinar. Today we're going to learn how to make an email broadcast in a template, and let me explain the difference to you real quick. An email is a one-time blast or broadcast sent to your entire list or just a specific, targeted group. Like if I'm having a special open house tomorrow and I want to invite all my prospects to my special open house tomorrow, I may send off a broadcast today at 6 o'clock at night, inviting them to my open house tomorrow, and then maybe tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the morning and maybe 12 o'clock, send out that broadcast to that specific group of people to invite them to my open house. A broadcast is also how you'll send out your newsletter once a month, or some people send them out once every 6 weeks or once every 2 weeks. So a broadcast is how you'll send off either that targeted message or that newsletter to your entire list. A campaign is a little bit different, and a campaign is a series of emails that are connected together with timers, and a campaign is the way that you automate your follow-up. Now there's other things in campaigns, like making an appointment, creating a task, putting in a note, having a form that someone fills out, but emails are also located inside the campaign builder. So you do need to know how to create an email template in order to use them in the campaign builder. So you do need to know how to make one, but today we're going to focus on the broadcast section. Tomorrow we'll focus the whole hour on creating that campaign. I lost my cursor. There we go. So awesome things we're going to be learning today is how to edit a template. I'm going to show you how to add pictures and images. I'm going to give you some ideas on why you would send a broadcast, how to send your broadcast to an entire list for your newsletter, or just how to send a broadcast to a targeted specific group. We're going to learn all that today. So Judy, why would I send a broadcast and not drop people into an automated campaign? Why would I do that? Well, there's a number of reasons. It may be a special holiday greeting, like it was Memorial Day yesterday, and you may just be sending out a special greeting that's not trying to sell somebody anything, but just a special greeting. Valentine's Day, 4th of July, New Year's Eve, St. Patrick's Day, just sending out a greeting to connect with those prospects. It may be your monthly newsletter. Again, we talked about that, sending out your newsletter once a month. My little tip is don't send it out the 1st of the month. Send it out the 15th of the month when people don't have lots of emails coming in, and you may get a higher open rate. It may be that something's happening. Your website may be under construction, so you may want to send out an email to your entire list going, wait a minute, don't be concerned. You may have just purchased a really expensive product from me. If you go to my website, it may look like it's down, but really it's under construction and we're revamping it. Something's happening. It's going to be amazing. It may be a special offer. For today only, we're going to have 50% off all of our books. For today only, we're going to have 50% off of all of our products. It may be to create urgency, and this is a good one that works really well Black Friday or, right before Christmas. We only have 5 seats left. We only have 5 of these products left, and then we're going to revamp them. So be one of the last 5 to get this product. Our brains are kind of connected like that. When something is limited down to a certain amount, and we know that some people will get it and we may not, we want it more. So to create urgency is kind of like a little marketing trick. And the most important reason, I think, to send off a broadcast is to build a relationship. People buy from people they like. People buy from friends. And there's a book written by Jeff Gitomer. It's called The Little Book of Connections. And he says, with all things equal, people buy from friends. With all things unequal, people still buy from friends. So even though that dentist may be a little bit more expensive for her crown and a little bit more expensive for her fillings and x-rays, I'm going to go to her because I have a relationship with her and I like her. She's my friend. So here's my relationship builder, and here's my new latest and greatest picture of my granddaughter, Everly. And, you never know. You may have a connection with me now. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Or I love that face. Or my granddaughter's name is Everly too. And once you write me back, we create a relationship and start building that on and on communication, ongoing communication. And all of a sudden we're friends. And when you're ready to buy the product that I'm selling, even though you can buy it from 17,000 other people, you're going to buy it from me because we have that relationship. And I'm serious. If you don't take it from me, take it from Seth Godin, who is a very, very famous marketer and book writer. People do not buy goods and services. They buy relations. They buy story. They buy magic. And this is absolutely true. I've seen it happen a bazillion times. So don't take it from me. Take it from a marketing guru that says people don't buy things. They buy relationships. So our email builder, it's easy to use. You can create multiple templates. So Mohammed is on our webinar today. Mohammed, if you have 3 different businesses, you may sell vitamins, you may do personal training, and you may do meal plans. You may have 3 different templates that you want to create those emails on or those campaigns on. You can create multiple templates inside Infusionsoft. They're mobile optimized, so they look great on a template. They look great on a phone. They look great in from your email carrier. You can save and use the templates in the campaign builder. So if you make a template that you absolutely love, you can save that as a template and drag that into your campaign builder so you don't have to create it again, which is awesome. And it's fun. It's fun to create and it's fun to brand these templates and get your business live. So Mohammed asked, how do I send an RSS broadcast? You can't, we don't have a way to do that. You have to have a third-party app like Marketing Mavens. So there's a company called Marketing Mavens that will allow you to send that RSS feed. So write that down. It's Marketing Mavens, and it is a third-party app that you need to use in order to do that. And creating campaigns is also fun. I think it's fun to be creative. It's fun to see your branding come to life. So let me get into Infusionsoft and show you how to do that. So I'm just opening up my Infusionsoft application. And just a cool fun tip if you didn't know this, if you call tech support and they ask you for your app name, if you look in your browser window on the very top, right before the Infusionsoft.com, you'll see 2 letters and 3 numbers, and that's your app name. So my app name is HV202, and that's what you'll need to know if you ever call tech support. So even if you're just going to go in and play around with Infusionsoft and not build out your real, branded template yet, you're still going to go to the same place. So you're going to hover over the Infusionsoft logo, come to the marketing section, and down to emails and broadcasts and click it one time. there's a blue button that kind of looks like a big vitamin pill, and you're going to click that Get Started blue button. That's going to bring you into our Infusionsoft template gallery, and I'm going to turn on my highlighter because I like to go over this. This gallery right here, this I call the gallery bucket, are pre-created templates that we created for you that will be your starting point. Like if you used MailChimp or if you've used Constant Contact, this is kind of the same idea. We've created templates for you that may be a great starting point for you if you can't think of, hey, what do I want my email template to look like? If you've been creating one and you already sent a couple out, they will go into the previously sent bucket. So as soon as you send out an email, it will automatically drop that email into the previously sent. If you've been working on a template and your dog has to go out or your computer for some reason closes down or you lose your power, it's automatically going to save that email in the draft section. So you never have to be scared, dag nabbit, I lost that email. It will automatically save it in that draft section. And if you make an email that you absolutely love, you're going to use it every week, and you want to use it in the campaign builder, you can save it as a template, and it will be saved in your My Template bucket. So there's different buckets that we save different emails for you to easily access them. Erase my drawings, get my cursor back. So I'm going to come into the gallery and I'm going to actually start from creating one in the gallery to show you how to do that. Then I'll get out, go back to my dashboard, and send off a broadcast that I've saved already, an email to out a broadcast that I saved already. So let me pause for a second and get a drink of water and give you guys a break. And I'm back. So we have lots of different templates. You get to peruse them and see which one you like the best. And I'm going to use this one that looks like has an airplane on it. I can take a look at it by hitting the little eyeball. I can actually preview this on a template and on a mobile phone and see what it looks like. Yep, I like this one. This looks great. So Mohammed said, is there a blank template to work from? You can either come down and there's kind of a blank one that's kind of a regular one right here that just has content, or you can come to actions and you can create a blank email right from here. I don't like to work from the blank email, but absolutely you can come in and create a blank email right from there under actions. So thanks for asking that, Mohammed. I'm going to actually use this one right here. Click on Use Template, and Infusionsoft will open up that template for me to start editing and creating that as my own. When you open up the template, the first thing that's going to happen is you're going to notice this little slider coming down. This slider coming down you can get rid of by hitting that little arrow that says Details. I'm going to click on it again and bring it down and show you that you can change who the email is coming from. So Mohammed, if they don't know you as Mohammed, they know you by your business name. They don't know me by Judy Miller. They know me by my business name. So I can hit this little pencil right here, hit the arrow going down, come down to Other, and I can change my business name to Judy's Great Ideas. So I can change my business name right there. And then the email address, you can send it from whatever email address you want to be replied to. So if I want this to go to my sister's email and she replies to all of my fan mail, then I'll put my sister's email address here. If I want to put my other admin that's in Arizona, their email address, so when someone replies to this, it goes to her, I can put her email address. I'm just going to put my email address here. So if someone replies to the email, it will go to my heyjudemiller@gmail account. Hit Save, and I can have different email templates from different businesses going to different email replies. I'm going to put a subject line here just for fun. And if I want to personalize it, I'm going to put a comma right here so it doesn't butt up right against the words. And if I want to personalize it and put in their first name, I simply come to the white merge button right to the right of the subject line, hit merge, and all of the fields that I can grab out of Infusionsoft come in a drop down. I'm going to go to the most common fields, click on first name, and it will say, hey, here's the email you requested, Judy. Hey, here's the email you requested, Barney. It will automatically bring up their first name. If you don't have their first name, it will automatically default to friend. I'm not going to pick my recipients yet because I'm just playing around with it. So I'm going to hit the arrow going up and it will move that header and slide it right up so it's not in my way. If you'll notice on the left-hand side, I have a design toolbar and I can change the colors and design this toolbar based on my branding. I can change the header text. So I can change it to blue if I want to, and you see how a simple call to action changes to blue. I can change it back to black. I can change the header style too if I had another header. I can change the text color if I want to just by clicking on that block. And I can change the hyperlink color, and I'm going to change my hyperlink color to red so you can see it change. And then I can even change my background color. So if you know your hex code, you can just drop it right in here. But if you don't, you just want to change the color, you can click on the little box, and I can change the color to blue if I want to maroon if I want to, and that looks absolutely hideous, or just to a darker gray. And just like that, the email will pop out just like that. Now I get to edit the email. And the email starts out with an image. Now that's not my banner. It's probably not your banner. So you can either leave that airplane there or you can change the banner. If I click on the airplane, you'll notice that the toolbar on the left changes, and that's going to be a pattern throughout this webinar. When you click on something in the email, the left-hand toolbar is going to change. Now I can edit this by clicking on Editing Effects, and I can actually put something in that banner and change that banner to, hey, fly with me now, or hey, do you want to make your business soar? I can change it by hitting Editing and Effects. But I really don't want that image, so I'm going to hit the Change Image. And once I do, you'll see that my thumbnails show up on the left-hand side. And I want to change it to my Infusionsoft banner. So I'm just going to pick my Infusionsoft banner just like that. And once I do, I can make it smaller or bigger just by using this little toggle. So I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller. I can link it if I want to link it to my website. I can link it. And you always want to put in a short description. So this is my company banner. And Mohammed has lots of questions. Mohammed asked if you can put in a GIF. You can put in a GIF and have that move if you want to. You just have to make sure that it works on different platforms, so send it out as a test to different providers and see if that GIF works. So you can put in an animated GIF, and sometimes it works, sometimes with the carrier you're using it doesn't work. And you can even change the alignment to left, right, or center just by toggling with the alignment. So that's my banner. Now I'm going to come down and I'm going to change a simple call to action and put, here is your monthly newsletter. Now if I want to change the color of just that subject line, I can highlight it, come up here to the little black toolbar, and I can change the subject line just like that. I'm going to turn it back to black, highlight, come to the little box, change it back to black. If you're using MailChimp, or if you're using Constant Contact or Aweber and you already have emails created, or you just have them on a Microsoft Word doc, you can just go in and copy that content and paste it right here. I'm going to add a hyperlink, and it's going to show up in red because I changed the hyperlink color in my design to red. So I'm going to add it. Click here to get my ideas now. To make a hyperlink, you simply write the content, highlight it, come to the black toolbar on top, and look for the one that looks like a chain link fence and click it one time. Now you can either put a URL there, so if you're hosting a form on a hidden page on your website, you can add the URL right here. If you are not hosting a form on your website, but you want to deliver this form to somebody and let them download it, simply click the little arrow going down and come down to File Download. Once you come to File Download, you can upload a new file just by hitting Upload New File. Once you hit Upload New File, Infusionsoft will pick up that file and host it on our servers. So we'll be holding that for you in our holding tank. I already have one in here, so I'm just going to hit the Choose File, and I have one called 5 Fun Newsletter Ideas. If I want to know if that person clicked and downloaded that document, wow, I sent out an email to 52 people and 49 of them downloaded my document. How do I know that? I'm going to tag them. So I'm going to hit this little tag right here. I can either select a tag or I can create one, and I'm going to put downloaded ideas. If the tag is already created, it will show up. There it is. Done. Insert link, and now you'll notice that that link turned out red because that's what I changed this hyperlink color to. If I change the hyperlink color to blue, the hyperlink color will change to blue. So Barney asked, where can I find that link, or how can I get help with a link hidden on my website? What you'll have to do is you'll have to create a page on your website, and you'll have to hide that page. If you don't know how to do that, you'll have to hire a developer. They can have a hidden page, and then you'll highlight that URL and actually add it right here. But you'll have to make a developer do that, or Google, how do I create a hidden page on my website? And then you can have that document right there. This is a button, and if I click on this button, scrolling further on down the email that's already created for me, as soon as I click on the button, you'll look to the left and notice that the toolbar on the left changed, and now it's my button builder. It says take action now, and I'm going to change that to get ideas now. Put in a couple exclamation points. I can change the style of my text, and then I want to change the button link, and I want to do the file download again and choose my 5 ideas, and I want to tag them if they click on that button to downloaded my ideas. If I already have the tag, it will appear. If I don't have the tag, I can create a tag right on the fly right here. And then I can come down further and change the button color, and I want the button color to be green like my palm tree, and there we have it, just like that. If I really want the button to fit on this email, I can change the color it's white to black, and now you can see how it really pops out and looks like the little green palm tree, and the black looks like the Here's Your Monthly Newsletter. I lost my cursor. There it is. So the black highlights that, and the green highlights the little palm tree. Now you'll also notice that there is a Facebook and a Twitter icon. I'm going to get rid of that. If you want to get rid of something on the email template that you don't really want, just hit the delete button. This is a dividing line. I'm going to delete that too. And now there's my email. What if I want to add some stuff to this email? I'd like to add some things to it. Mohammed, I'll get to your questions at the end, and Barney, so that I can stay on this flow because I will get to those answers. What if I want to add to this email? If you go all the way to the left, we have our design box, and then we have our blocks box. And the blocks gives you little Lego blocks or little snippets of code that you can add to this email and add features to this email. So I'd like to put a dividing line under Infusionsoft in the Here's Your Monthly Newsletter. So I'm going to grab dividing line, put it right under my image, and let it go. Once I let it go, you'll see that the toolbar changed. I can make the dividing line wider or smaller. Click on the color, and I can change the color, and I'm going to change it to green. Actually, I want to change the color to the teal color of the surfboard. And there we have it. Now I want to add that Facebook snippet. I want people, the social media snippet, people to be able to click and follow me on Facebook. So I come over to my blocks, grab the social, and I'm going to put it right under that dividing line. There's also a space there, so I'm going to delete that space. Now there's something weird about that social media snippet. It's all gray and it's not showing up, and that's because it's not set up yet. Once you click on the social media snippet, you'll notice the toolbar to the left changed, and you will need to go to Facebook and put in your Facebook URL. Go to Twitter and put in your Twitter handle. If you hit the plus sign, you'll see we have Pinterest, and once you put in your Pinterest URL, Pinterest will show up. Click on Instagram, and once I put in my Instagram URL, Instagram will show up. I can make the icons bigger or smaller, and when I make them real small, I can toggle them left, right, or center, just like that. Now, a Judy Miller tip for you is I would recommend that you have one on the top and one on the bottom, just in case your email's really long. If it's really super long, people aren't going to want to scroll back up and go into your social media snippets. They're going to want to see them on the bottom. Oh, Judy, do I have to take the social media snippet and set it up on the bottom again? Nope, you don't have to. You can just click on the social media snippet you've already created, hit duplicate, and then just move it down to the bottom just like that. Now it does not transfer from email to email, so I would recommend that you open up a Excel spreadsheet and put down all your URLs for all your different social media snippets so you don't have to go in and search for them each time and open up 16 different browser windows. The reason I like this is if you go to preview and somebody looks at this on their phone, they may not see the top ones when they scroll down. They may disappear. So now you have social media snippets on the bottom too. I always recommend that you preview your email to see what it's going to look like on different devices. Couldn't think of the word. Now what if I want to add another image to this? I want to add an image next to my monthly newsletter. In the blocks, there's an image. Grab the image block and I can place it wherever I want it to go. I can put it to the right of my content. I can put it on top. I can put it on bottom. I can put it next to my button. When I click on the image, my toolbar on the bottom on the left-hand side will appear. I can search, so I want to search for smile. If I have a smile there, it will show up. I can make it bigger or smaller, and it's always good to put in a description. And I can even link that to my website, or I can link that to my file download. If they click on the smiley face, they can get my 5 ideas, just like that. If you'd like to add a video, there is a video snippet. Grab the snippet, place it where you want it to go. It can even go in the middle of your 2 objects, but I'm going to put it right underneath my social media snippet. So it's a little tricky. There we go. Once you grab the snippet, you're going to have to go get the URL where that video is housed. So if you're using Vimeo, you'll go get Vimeo. If you're using Jivebox or Wistia or YouTube, you're going to want to go and get that URL. So let me open up YouTube real quick. I'm going to look up the voice winner. Oh, actually, I'm going to do this little YouTube. This girl was amazing on America's Got Talent yesterday. She was a ventriloquist. She was amazing. You find the place where the video is housed. You come up to the top and you highlight the browser address and hit copy. Go to who's ever hosting your video. Grab the URL, copy it, and paste it right here. That's it. Now that little video will appear with the play button. If you want to be notified or if you want to be able to search on whether they watched that video or not, click the tag, and I'm going to put clicked on video. Ta-da! I already have the tag. Hit done. I can make the video bigger and smaller just by using this toggle button, and I can change the alignment to left, right, or center, just like that. If I want to move the video, I can take it and I can move it and it will appear. It is a little glitchy. It does have all this wasted space right here, so I wouldn't recommend that you put it there. But I can put it to the right of my social media snippets, and then it's just easy to move those over. So you can play around by moving different snippets. I want to add another dividing line, so I'm just going to add the dividing line underneath. If I want it to be the same color, I can either make a replica of this one by clicking this one and hitting duplicate, or I can just come here and change the color. So it's super, super easy to do. Come back to my blocks and say I want another button. I want the Get Ideas button now, or I want Request a Call. There's a button snippet. I'm going to put it right next to this button. Request a Call. Change the button color. And now I have 2 buttons just like that. Click on this button, and this may go to a form that they need to fill out if they want to request a call. You do have to make the form inside the Campaign Builder, but once you make the form inside the Campaign Builder, you can come here and you can actually click on that form. It will bring up all the forms you created. That's my Fun Ideas sign up, And so now I have that connected to a web form. If I send out this email and I want someone to request a call, they can click on that button. It will open up that form. They put in their phone number, and it will go inside the campaign builder. It will add that person to that campaign and create a task for you to give them a call. And that's what we're going to learn about tomorrow inside the campaign builder. The signature is an interesting one. So the signature gives you the ability to send off one email, but you can have different signatures automatically created in that email template. So if you have a real estate agency and you have 5 different realtors, but you send out one newsletter per month, I don't want to send it to Judy's group and Gail's group and Barney's group and Deloney's group because that's obnoxious. So I just send off one email, and Infusionsoft will automatically pick the contact owner's signature. So if Judy owns that contact, her signature will come up. If Dolores owns a contact, Dolores' signature will show up. If Barney owns a contact, Barney's signature will show up. If you just want to send it from the owner of the real estate agency, Judy Miller, there it is right there. You don't have to use our signatures. You can create your own just by grabbing a text, highlighting it, and saying, thanks for subscribing and reading my newsletter, comma, Judy. So you can make your own per template. You only get one signature per user, but you can make your own and have different signatures in different templates, just like that. If you need space, of course, it just explains it perfectly. There's a space, or if you want more space, just add another space or just toggle this one. You can make the space bigger. Anything that's in the email that you don't want, hover over it, hit the trash can, hit delete, and it will disappear. Anything that you want to recreate, click on it, hit the duplicate, and it will make a duplicate of it, and I can move this I'm trying to move it right now. I can move this when I get the little plus sign. I can move it just like that. So you can have 3 rows. You can have 3 rows and 2 rows. You can put in as many lines as you want. You can put in as many images as you want. If you need to add an image, image goes here. Hit the browse button. I'm going to go into my fun Infusionsoft stuff and add my image. Let's see an image that I know that's not already in there. And it will add that image right into your Infusionsoft application. So now it's in my library. Just like that. I'm going to pause for 1 second, get a drink of water. And I'm back. So this isn't the prettiest email that I've ever made in my life because I'm just trying to show you the different blocks. So I'm actually going to exit, come into my previously sent, and show you an email that I've already created. That is pretty. And we'll go over the pieces of it, and then I'll go in and show you how to send a broadcast. And I have lots of emails in here. This is one that I recently sent out, but I'm going to use this one with the gray background and hit Use as Draft. Once I do, we'll take apart the pieces. Image, social media snippet, dividing line. Content, image, 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 and each of these images has a link. So if they click on this one, they get this report. If they click on the mean face, they get another report. If they click on the crying face, they'll get another report. Want to join us? Save my seat. Save my seat goes to a registration form that's created inside of Infusionsoft. Book of the month. So there's a dividing line, an image of a book of the month, content, a dividing line, my signature, social media snippet. The unsubscribe is always there. That's our Can Spam Act. The color is gray in the background, but I can always come and change the color of the background, just like that. If you have your code, you can put in your hex code and change the color to whatever color you want it to be. You can always hit the preview button, and once you hit the preview button, you can see what that's going to look like on a mobile phone. So if you notice, social media snippets here. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I'm reading this. I don't want to go back up to get the social media snippets. Oh, there they are. They're on the bottom too. And here's how it would look in a template. Looks in a tablet. Looks really good. You also have the option to send a test. So when you click test, you can send a test to anybody. So if you have a friend that lives in Texas, you can send a test to that friend that lives in Texas. If you want to send it to your boss, you can send it to your boss, or you can send it to yourself. If you want to save this email as a template because you love this email, just click Save as Template and give it a title, My Favorite Email. Hit Save, and now it will go in my template library under My Templates, and I can use it in my campaign builder. I'm going to exit out of here now, and I'm going to show you how to send a broadcast. So I'm going to get out of the email builder. I'm going to go to my dashboard, and now we're ready to send out a broadcast. To send out a broadcast, you simply hover over the Infusionsoft logo, come to the marketing section, down to emails and broadcasts, click it one time. So you go to the same place. Hit Get Started, and now you'll either create an email from scratch, or I'm going to go to my templates because I already created my favorite email. Here's the email I want to use, so I hit Use Template. I can edit whatever I want to edit here, and there's a method to my madness. I'm going to hit Details. You'll see that I have who the email's coming from. The subject line is Here You Go. I'm going to hit Schedule or Send, and I haven't picked recipients yet, and I did that on purpose. When you hit Schedule or Send, Infusionsoft is going to check that email. And it says the from is good, the subject is good, the date and time is good, but there's no recipients. So we need to choose the recipients. I'm going to hit the X right here, and I'm going to come into the recipients. There's lots of different ways to choose your recipients. If you're thinking, Judy, I just want to send it to my whole list, awesome. Just hit New Search. This box will appear, and don't choose any criteria or filters, just hit Search. As soon as you do, your entire list will appear, and that's who you're going to be sending it to. Hit Search, no criteria, and then just send it off, just like that. I don't want to send it because I'll spam people. The other way to do a search is to click in the box and use a saved search. You may have people that you already have in a specific list or group called a saved search. I just want to send this to my blog visitors, and only my blog visitors will show up. I just want to send this to my beginner list, and my beginners will show up. If you have saved searches of specific groups of criteria, you can just choose those people. Delete, delete. Or you can do a new search, and you can choose specific criteria. I just want to send this to people that have the tag downloaded my newsletter or downloaded my ideas, and people that have the tag newsletter sign up, and maybe people that don't have the tag customer. So I can search for different criteria. Any of the tabs you see up here, I can search for that criteria, hit search, and Infusionsoft will filter, 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 and only find those people. I'm going to send this to my 2017 newsletter list, which should just be 3 people, and it is. Once I have my list and I have the people I want to send it to, I just hit Schedule or Send, and now you'll see everything's green, and I'm just going to hit Send Now and send out that email, and it will go to the 3 people that I was sending it to. If it's 3,000 people, it will go to the 3,000 people I was sending it to. Once you send off your email, you'll get this great report right here. It's called the Email Broadcast Report, and it will give you a little pie graph on how many you sent out, how many opened, how many unopened, how many bounces, etc. If you want to find out more about these links in this report, you can go to our Help Center and look up Email Broadcast Report. How do we get here again? Emails and broadcasts. Come down to Reports. It's the Email Broadcast Report, and this is one I sent out today. Just hit View and it will bring back that report, just like that. So let me show you how to send a broadcast again. Emails and broadcasts. Get started, go to the same place. Choose the template that you want to send out or start from scratch. Click the email you want to send. Change the title if you want to. Click your recipients. This time I'm just going to pick one person, new search, and I just want to send this out to Abe. I just added him. I already sent out my newsletter. I want to send it to Abe. There's Abe. Scheduler send. You can send it at a specific date and time if you'd like. Hit send now. Hit the blue button, and that email automatically goes out. You can send as many broadcasts as you want. You can send it to different groups just by going in and filter based on tags or custom fields or what list they already belong to. I want to show you one more trick and then I'll go to questions. So just say this is my list and I only want to send it to these 5 people. I don't want to search for them. I just know that these 5 people I want to send this email to. I can go in and I can check their names, come to actions, and once I click actions, I can go all the way down to where it says send a broadcast. That's going to save you a step because now I hit get started, pick my template. So I chose my 5 people, went to actions, said I want to send a broadcast, pick my template, and now when I hit schedule or send, my recipients are already there. They're the people that I chose in that little, when I checked the boxes. And then hit schedule or send, just like that. So there's 2 different ways, takes you to the same spot. So I always have a challenge before I get to questions, and my challenge, create an email template. Add a link, add an image, add a document, add a button. Send that broadcast out to yourself or maybe 2 or 3 friends to ask them if you can test it out. Save the template to your library if you're going to use it in the campaign builder. Watch the recording later this afternoon, and I'm going to send you a little workbook that you can go in and answer the questions to. It will just help you learn even faster. And if you have any questions that I did not answer, you can always email me at basictraining@infusionsoft.com. So let me get to questions. So Mohammed asked if the emails play inside the videos play inside the email. They do not. So if you're using Vimeo, it will take you to the Vimeo site and play it right on that black screen. If you're using YouTube, it will take you to YouTube. If you're using Wistia, it will take you to Wistia. There is a way to get it to open up just a blank page with your video on it, and that's kind of a ninja trick. And if you want to learn how to do that, you can email me and I can send you some information on that. Where do you check the monthly limit on emails sent? Let me open up my Infusionsoft again. Get out of my email builder. So again, Mohammed asked, where do I go and check my account? Hover over the Infusionsoft logo, come to Billing and Accounts, and this will show you where you are in your email sendings. Mohammed asked, can you send it to people based on geotag? If you don't have their address, you won't be able to send it based on geotag. You'll have to get a third-party app, and there's apps like, there's a third-party app called Wicked Reports. There's a third-party app called Graphly. There's lots of third-party apps, and if you want to find out more about our third-party apps, you can click on this little icon right here inside your Infusionsoft, go to Marketplace Apps, and you can search for someone that will help you with geotags. If you have their address, you can search based on zip codes, you can search on area codes, you can search on cities and states, but if you want to use an IP address or a geocode, you do have to have a third-party app. Is it possible to change the size of the button? I've never tried that, so I don't think so, but let me check. You can change the size of a button. There's a workaround of it if you can't. So let's go in here and use one of my templates. So the workaround for that, William, I think that's how you say your name, is if you can't change the size, so let me open it up. Doesn't look like I can change the size of the button. So the only other way I can think of to do that is come into blocks, put in an image, make this my button, and then link it. So I'm going to link that to my file. So you can make a button in something like Pixlr, make your button, and then the image that you put in, you can make bigger or smaller. That's the only way that I can think of to change the size of the button. So can't be done, but can be done. I'm just scrolling up to get more questions. How can I tell if the email and the campaigns were actually sent? So this is an email and a broadcast, and the only way that you can tell if it's been sent is come to your marketing reports, come to your emails and broadcasts, view the report, and you can see that they were sent. This was sent to one person. The batch is complete. It was sent at this time, and this is how many people opened it, etc. Just reading questions. Can I go through the other button link options, please? The other button link options, yes. Keep on doing that and open that up. So I have to keep on opening up my email. Come on, come on. Here's my button. Actually, these are buttons too, kind of. They're just images. There is a URL to send them to a specific place. An email address, you can put in an email address and it will just pop open that email window. A file download will give them the option to download a file, a PDF, a Word doc, or a audio file. A landing page will bring you into Infusionsoft's landing pages, and you can add the landing page that you want them to be able to open up. A web form, again, is a form that's created inside of our campaign builder, or an order form that's created in our e-commerce. And those are the different options that you have. The phone number will just pop up a phone number. So if you say call us and they click on the button, it will just pop up a phone number. And I think that is, Barney said, so all forms for email broadcasts have to be made inside the campaign builder. Does it mean you have to be part of a campaign? You can create a form inside of our campaign builder that just says, you know, register now. It may not have any automation with it. It may not have any emails. It's just a form. And if they click on that form, they can register. So it doesn't have to be a campaign that has automation with it, but the form needs to be created inside the campaign builder to link it. Now, if you have an affiliate form, that you have an affiliate code for somebody else's form, like people are registering for a friend's event, and you have an affiliate link, that would be a landing page. That would be a URL, and you'll put in the URL for that person's page. These actually are a landing page made inside Infusionsoft, a web form made inside Infusionsoft, and an order form made inside Infusionsoft. If you have an affiliate link, you would put that in as a URL. What if it's a campaign email? If it's a campaign email, how would you find out if it's sent? There are some campaign reports. So if you go to our Help Center and type in campaign reporting, you'll be able to open that up and see what emails were sent out and what emails were open, etc., based on that campaign report. So there's actually a reporting tool inside the campaign builder that you can click on, and it will take you into the reporting. So it's about 10 minutes till. It doesn't look like we have any more questions. One person said, how can I get into the webinar tomorrow? Let me show you. If you go to our Help Center, come to the Webinar tab, click on Infusionsoft Basic Training. You can register right here by hitting click here. If you want to find out more about Infusionsoft and go a little bit deeper, you can come to the Webinar tab, come to the Masterminds, and all of our Masterminds are right here. The Ultimate Customer Satisfaction Campaign, Simple Event Management, Life Cycle Customer Tracking, flash sale, order customization. There's all sorts of webinars in here that are recorded. So if you want to come to the webinar tomorrow, just come to basic training, hit the click here, and you can register for tomorrow's. I will have this recording ready for you this afternoon, and I'm even going to add a bonus. Yesterday I made a little video on how to make a coupon inside of Infusionsoft's Web Builder. It's pretty simple. Takes about 6 minutes. If you don't want to go to a like Adobe Photoshop and make a coupon, I showed you how to make one inside of our campaign builder, so I'll be sending that bonus one. I just have to get it formatted, and it will teach you how to create a coupon inside Infusionsoft's campaign builder. So it's super, super fun, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening to me for an hour, and thank you for being an Infusionsoft customer. And Barney and Sue, thank you for coming every week. I hope you learn something new every single week. And hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Mohammed, thank you for coming. You had some great questions. I know you're going to dive into Infusionsoft, and I know that you're going to be one of our super users. So thank you so much, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.